continues to be intimidating.
He's out, guys. He's out.
Massive left hand.
He just might be the type of fighter who has superstar potential.
Showbox, the new generation.
The main event of the evening. This fight will take place in the junior middleweight division, and it is a battle between an undefeated fighter with a title shot on his mind against a veteran tough guy trying to earn his way back to the top. Demetrius Andrade faces Freddy Hernandez.
As we take a look at the numbers for this one, 3 days ago, Andrade was in the mid-160s, and as people began negotiations with Team Hernandez in anticipation that their fighter would come in over the contracted limit of 154. Somehow Andrade got down to 154 and a quarter. Rules, unified rules in New York here, no standing eight, no 3 knockdown. Ref or doctor can stop the fight. You can't be saved by the bell in any round. And the accidental foul rule, if the fight stopped before the end of 4, no decision. After that, we go to the cards, Barry.
Well, it brings us to some interesting decision-making, I think, on the part of Demetrius Andrade, too. Assuming he wins this fight, he's ranked as a junior middleweight at 154 pounds, and there is some question as to whether or not he can get to 154 on a consistent basis. So he's going to have some very difficult decisions to make in the very near future.
Very good chance this will be the last time we see him at 154.
You, on the other hand, Raul, fought at 154 pounds, and you're still about 154, right? Give or take.
You didn't see him at lunch today?
I
give
did.
Or take.
Give or take 30.
Well, I did have my dessert to go, guys, and I did eat it, and gave me a lot of energy. I needed that sugar.
Yeah, I know you did.
Amateur experience, a gross mismatch. Hernandez only 54 bouts, nothing of note. Andrade, not only an Olympian in 08, but in 07, world amateur champion.
Hernandez, I think, a really interesting opponent for Andrade tonight.
And in terms of pro experience, you see how many years Freddy Hernandez has over Andrade. Not that many more bouts. For a guy who's turned pro 12 years ago, only 34 bouts for Freddy Hernandez.
That was a very quick right hand by Andrade there, Raul.
Yes, it was. Demetrius is very accurate with his shots, and that's why Hernandez needs to be very careful. He doesn't want to get caught like I did in the Berto fight. It's too early. He needs to take him into the second half of the fight and keep working him. That's Hernandez's biggest shot, and test him in different ways.
So far in this first round, Hernandez is just getting out quicked. No damage from either man.
You know what's interesting, guys? Taylor in the first fight, a natural lefty who fights righty. Andrade, a natural righty who fights lefty.
Yeah.
I'm getting dizzy.
Everything that seems right in this sport just isn't.
But what Andrade has going for us, he's very, very rangy for this weight. He'll lose a little bit of that advantage if he moves up to middleweight, but he's about as tall. I mean, Freddy Hernandez is not used to fighting guys taller than him.
Very quick-handed also.
See, that's what Freddy Hernandez needs to do. Stay active, put intelligent pressure. Can't just come in face forward. Got to give him a little bit of head movement, jab his way in, and be smart about it. And keep working the body. As long as he catches them every 2 or 3 rounds with good body shots, that'll be an investment that he puts for the second half of the fight, and see how Demetrius' conditioning is going to be at that point in the fight.
Hernandez took a left hand from Andrade just a moment ago.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have to take some shots to get in there. But once he gets in there, short shots, little bitty shots, 3s and 4s, 4s and 5s. Just keep tapping away.
All right, let's talk about the strategy that Demetrius Andrade feels Demetrius Andrade needs in this fight.
I mean, I don't plan on going rewarding him, meaning banging, and I'm going to go out there and do what I've been doing, and that's boxing and using my ability to get in and get out. And, you know, when it comes to me having to sit in the pocket, you know, I'm going to sit in the pocket when I'm comfortable on my terms, not on his.
Okay? Tap, 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 boom to the gut. Back that straight down the pipe, bringing the hook. Now, when he comes over you and you turn it smooth, keep your legs on you, rip the short uppercuts and keep it tight, okay? But keep him in the middle of the ring, beat him up, and I guarantee you 4 or 5, you do what you want to do, okay? Keep this on him. Keep that on him. Different rhythms, up and down. Good job.
And that was Virgil Hunter, the voice that you heard, and he was the tall fellow, not directly in front of Andrade, but sticking his head through the ropes and wearing the hat.
And the key thing I heard from Virgil Hunter, keep him in the middle of the ring, because there were, in the last minute of that first round, there were moments where Andrade was walking straight back and Hernandez was backing him up, as he's trying to do now. And Freddy told us first 3 rounds could be rough for him, but he wants to impose his will and backs Andrade up and make him fight on the inside over the second half of the fight.
And he's had some success at that. That's
Yeah,
right. Good advice from Virgil Hunter, I think.
Yeah, he has. Freddy keeps pressing the action, and he's trying to force him to be in some uncomfortable situations. See, that's he don't want him there. He's giving him all the range in the world. You see, he's shooting that jab, just tapping that jab away, and he's letting him do whatever he wants. So Freddy needs to keep pressing, keep pushing him, make it a rough fight, make it a dog fight. Don't let Demetrius think. When he thinks, that's what he's at his best.
Well, Hernandez is pressing the fight. Quick left hand by Andrade. He does throw his punches very quickly.
And given his range, that's a big advantage. Now, Virgil Hunter wanted the uppercut. He wants him to turn Hernandez into the uppercut.
A little clash of heads there.
Yeah.
See, but Demetrius is doing the right thing. He's following instructions by Hunter. You know, he keeps turning him, and it's a small ring, so that's why he keeps backing up to the ropes. He's trying to keep it in the center of the ring, but it's kind of hard because Freddy Hernandez, he's a veteran, and he keeps coming forward. He's strong. He's trying to win this fight too, guys.
He's getting out quick, though, with almost every exchange.
See, that's what I mean by Demetrius. He still has a little bit of amateur skills. This is a guy that mastered the computer scoring system. He's a world amateur champ, won many national titles. He was an Olympian. But if you see, he'll land 2 or 3 good shots, then he grabs you, he holds you. And that's the way the computer system goes. That's the way you would win fights in the amateurs.
We finally saw that left uppercut that Virgil Hunter wanted.
Chopping right hand by Hernandez there.
Because Andrade is slippery, when Hernandez attacks, you see a lot of good defense. You don't see a lot of clean punching. And when Andrade punches, he has a lot, as you see right there, he has a lot more success.
Good double left hand, got him turned.
His speed. Oh. So he's got to move his head. Freddy's got to move his head, give him some feints.
Yeah, defense has never been Freddy Hernandez's strength. But he's got to keep bringing it. It's his only hope. If he wants his experience to be a factor, he's got to get into the second half of the fight.
Yeah, Hernandez wants to make this as ugly a fight as he can, but so far he's getting outquicked and pretty much dominated by Andrade.
Freddy, presiona pero tirando, mijo. Nomás lo va siguiendo, no está tirando, tira más.
They want him to pressure him, but you got to throw. That's what they're saying, Ramon Morales.
Vaya pegándole abajo, acomódese, acomódese y vaya caminando.
Throw it to the body. Keep walking him down, and close the distance. When you're within him, walk forward, down, body, come up with uppercuts, and then upstairs.
Se cae para tu mano derecha, zurdo.
You can't do anything about your jab. Stay focused. When something is working, you don't abandon it, okay? You just keep things mixed up off of it. Sticky, sticky, straight left to the gut. Sticky, sticky, down the pipe. Start discouraging. Your hook and all that's going to come into play, okay? But use that jab as a weapon to get in place, okay? You don't have to fight hard. Keep him in the middle of the ring. Keep your turns tight. Keep your hands up, okay?
Well, again, we talk about one voice in the corner, and you don't try to get 18 messages across. You get 1, maybe 2, and that's exactly what Virgil Hunter did in the corner.
I agree. I love that. You know, you see the experience right away. Just you know, bullet points. He's telling him what he wants. He's not trying to confuse his fighter, and you know, he's so far he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, and he's not asking him to do anything he can't do. You know, you don't change a fighter in 7 weeks. You know, and he knows that what his fighter can do and can't do, and he's not trying to reinvent it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to take you know, mini camps, other fights to get to where he wants and get the best out of Demetrius.
Andrade now just pot-shotting Hernandez. I haven't seen him miss a punch in this round.
Stay off his head. Stay off his head.
Yeah, if he keeps doing that round by round, he's just going to bust up Hernandez is going to tear up his face. I mean, you see a lot of swelling already on Hernandez's face, and I'm surprised he's not cut yet because he's a guy that
He does
been cut.
Yeah.
No, Andrade's throwing the jab a lot, maybe not landing it as much as he'd like, because Freddy Hernandez just puts his gloves up. He doesn't move his head at all.
Hernandez gets through with a couple of shots, goes to the body once.
See, and surprisingly, it surprises me that Demetrius is not grabbing him there. He's not holding him there. And that's what he needs to do, bend his legs and shoot up. Uppercuts down the middle. Add more power to his punches, more leverage.
Well, I don't think Andrade grabbed there because I don't think he felt he was in danger. I don't think anything there gave him reason to think he could be hurt. I'm not saying it's a smart thing to do.
Right, but he's letting Hernandez get confident in there, you know. He's letting him build up momentum. You don't want to let a fighter like Freddy Hernandez do that.
Off the bases. Watch your head.
A little bit of head, you know, that's a veteran move right there by Hernandez.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Yes.
He wants an ugly fight.
Keep him, you know, not thinking, you know, get him off his game plan. Make him lose focus. And, you know, that's what you get when you fight a veteran like Freddy Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez is a rarity in that he's a tall fighter who likes to fight on the inside and actually fights better on the inside. But Andrade's not letting him do it.
Came up with a nice left hand that time, and a nice combination by Andrade. 4 punches ending with a right to the body.
A nice changing of angles by Andrade after he punched.
Yes, very relaxed. He made that look easy.
Let's go.
Andrade looking very sharp tonight.
He runs out of space. The ring, you know, it's a small ring. It's a ring that's going to benefit Freddy Hernandez. So that's why every time he tries to keep him in the middle of the ring, Demetrius, he ends up in the rope because there's not enough space for him there.
End of round 3. A little bit of blood from the nose of Andrade.
Straight fundamental shots. With your power, with your skill, he can't handle that. You see, he can't do nothing with the jab. Has he counted one of them? Because he can't. Okay? Just keep everything down the middle right now, okay? You'll get your shots. You'll get them. You don't have to throw everyone hard. Keep under your legs. Just tap, tap, bam, bam. Stay under your legs. Walkie. And on the inside, make sure you never lose sight of his hands and you take your deep breaths, okay? Good job. I can tell you're starting to really come into this groove. It's going to get worse for him now. Stay focused. Give me that jab. He can't do nothing.
And Virgil Hunter, Barry, as Raul and you and I will be doing, will be crossing the country tomorrow morning. And he'll be in the corner of Mike Dallas Jr. in the main event on Showtime Championship Boxing against Lucas Matisse.
Who he says is a much improved fighter, an improving fighter as he goes along.
But that's a tough fight with Matisse. He's a tough, tough fighter, Argentina.
Yeah, I don't think he gets nearly the credit he deserves, Matisse. This is good for Andrade, just to fight a guy who just has no quit.
Exactly right. The pressure will get to him if he lets it, because it's going to keep coming.
Yeah, well, he's making him work. You know, and he's put him a couple of times. He's put him in some uncomfortable situations, and he knew how to react to it. You know, he held on, or he just covered up and went up the middle with nice uppercuts. So far, he's, you know, following instructions and finding a very intelligent fight in there.
What I have not seen from Andrade, especially this round and last round, any kind of intent to try to hurt his man. Not a lot on his punches. And maybe he's worried about moving back or turning after he throws them.
Well, Steve, I think I heard Virgil Hunter saying that just keep popping away like that and your big shots are going to come. I think they have a plan. I think they just want him to keep working them. From what I heard from Hunter, just keep popping away like that, and then I think the bigger shots are going to come in the later rounds. We'll see.
Now those left hands have a little oomph in them.
Yeah, and they're quick and straight.
Freddy Hernandez throws that right hand. He's landing his forearm as much as he is his glove.
And which he said he's not beyond doing on occasion either.
You guys, I want to report to you, I just learned that Rosie Perez is tweeting that she watches this show, watching it tonight. She loves watching prospects on Showbox. I always liked that woman. That's a New Yorker for you.
She's not watching for you, you mean?
I think she is, but she didn't tweet that.
She's terrific.
The puzzle for Freddy Hernandez, he's walking in. He has to walk in. But by walking in, he's getting hit by jabs and left hands. So what do? He can't lay back. He can't win the fight that way.
Oh, it'll be worse for him if he just lays back. How did he even get stopped if he just lays back and doesn't throw any punches?
4-punch combination again by Andrade. Just very quick, very sharp.
Andrade punching, but not hurting.
Right.
Time.
U.S. Olympic class of 08. You see only one fighter has a loss. That came on Showbox, by the way, Javier Molina. The busiest fighter, Deontay Wilder, but he's been fighting very soft, sea-level opposition. And we want to see tougher opponents for him as well. But clearly, the two stars to be, Gary Russell Jr. and Demetrius Andrade, who we're seeing today, both undefeated. And you would think that this year, 2013, would be the year both of them would break through.
Interesting class of fighters. The amateur ranks, of course, very different. Certainly very different than they were when you came out of the amateur ranks in 1992.
Oh, yes, a lot of things have changed ever since then. Now that I'm dealing with my kids, you know, I'm three of my kids that are fighting now.
Oh, you're old, Raul. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey,
I didn't realize that.
I got a 12-year-old, 16-year-old, and a 20-year-old. And they're watching Showbox tonight, guys.
Like Rosie Perez, I like.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just going to say, are they with Rosie Perez?
Freddy Hernandez turning it up a little bit here. He's close enough, but...
Well, he said, he told us the uglier the fight is, the better chance I have. He's no fool. He's been around the track.
Keep him up, keep him up.
Virgil Hunter, I've just been told in between rounds, told Andrade, you're a young colt, and I'm going to turn you into Secretariat. I like that.
Now you see Hernandez just, you know, coming forward with his hands up, frame defense, coming forward. That's all he could do, guys. I just don't think he's strong enough to hurt Demetrius.
Stop.
You know, and I'm sitting here watching Andrade and knowing Virgil Hunter, and there was a little bit of Andre Ward in Demetrius Andrade too. You know, just in the quickness of his punches, and he's not necessarily a guy who's going to get you out of there with one punch, and he stays busy.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think one of the biggest differences is that Ward can win fights in a multitude of ways.
Now.
Right, now, yeah. Andrade clearly has to be on the outside to be his most effective.
Good left hand by Andrade, might have been the best punch of the fight.
And as I say that, look at him forcing the fight on the inside.
See, Demetrius is not really, now he's pressing the action. And we saw he landed a good power shot, that overhand right. And he's taking it to Hernandez. He's all over Hernandez now.
Well, this is Hernandez's wish, which you're seeing right now, which is to make it an in-fight. And I don't think he's getting the better of it.
No, it's not. It's not going well for him.
No, Hernandez doesn't seem to have a lot of snap in his punches either.
Well, I don't think he's a solid junior middleweight. You know, he fought the majority of his fights as a welterweight. And, you know, he did say, you know, I'll move up to any weight. Whatever weight you want me to fight, just show me the money, he said.
There's a good right hand that really set all this up by Andrade. And Andrade's just having his way. Good left hand staggered Hernandez. And another Good left hand from Andrade. Big round, biggest round of the fight.
And our halftime stats, our show stats. Look at the difference in jabs for starters. Andrade not landing a huge percentage, but 46-5, and power shots, he has the advantage as well. So almost all of Hernandez's connects to the body. Has not slowed Andrade down a bit through the first 5 rounds of this fight.
Now Andrade showing very well tonight, I think. We are here at the Paramount in Huntington, Long Island, New York. I'm Barry Tompkins, along with my partners, Steve Farhood and Raul Marquez. So far, it's been an interesting night of boxing. I think we saw Emmanuel Taylor, young guy, take a step forward in our first fight. Now Andrade maybe doing the same thing in terms of taking a step forward.
Well, this is where the fight begins, in my view, because Andrade hasn't been deep. You know, he hasn't been, double check his record here. He's been 10 once against Grady Brewer. But Grady Brewer, a fighter who lays back and doesn't apply a lot of pressure. The pace of that fight was slow. So this is a test for him in more ways than one. Really his first 10-rounder in essence, and a step up in class.
See, now it looks to me like he's really sitting down more on his punches. You know, like the beginner, like Hunter said, you know, just keep working him. Now, I just saw him sit down more on that right hand. There's another power shot there. I think he's looking for the knockout now. Looking for openings. He's got to create openings.
The other thing to point out, there, he is breathing through his mouth a little bit. We talked about going the distance here, but he's having his way with Hernandez. Coming off his best round of the fight.
And again, Andrade not really letting Hernandez do what Hernandez wants to do. This fight is being fought very much on the terms of Boo-Boo Andrade.
And there was a right hand, dropped him. Just like that. And he's wobbly.
6, 7.
Good short right hand.
Okay. Mouthpiece comes off.
I'll tell you what, that's a break for Hernandez.
And that's a veteran move. I think he did that on purpose. See if he could recuperate.
Let's go. Stop, boxes.
Heck, that's an extra 15 seconds.
Yeah, at least.
Let's go, let's go.
He's going to be able to survive.
Let's go.
So now we'll see how Andrade plays this. If he comes right after and misses his first 3 shots.
4th time in his career, Hernandez has been down. He's only been stopped once.
Good left hand by Andrade. And another one. Good body shot with the right hand. It will not take much for this fight to be stopped. Hernandez finally gets off the ropes. Hernandez holding also, away from view of the referee.
Wow, we were just told by our producer, Rich Gaughan, 37 seconds from when the punch was thrown, the knockdown punch, until the fighting resumed.
As Raul said, a veteran move.
That gave him plenty of time to recuperate. I'll tell you what, because he was hurt, guys.
Yeah, he was wobbly.
And I think he was about to get stopped.
Andrade landed a right hand from a orthodox stance, and that's the way he's boxing right now. I believe that right hand came from an orthodox stance. And now he's back to southpaw.
Oh, nice.
Digs the left hand of the body. It was a good shot.
Yeah, he really drove through with that left hand to the body.
Oh, that right hand. That one was caught on the gloves.
Now Andrade clearly found something he likes, fighting right-handed.
2 big rounds, the 5th and 6th for Demetrius Andrade.
Sube la mano, Freddy.
Keep your hands up, Freddy.
Hay que recárgate. Sube la mano, Freddy.
Keep your hands up, Freddy.
Vivo con los cambios de eso que hace de derecha.
Be careful when you exchange. Watch the right hand.
Está bien, no, déjame trabajar, está bien. ¿Cómo le preguntas eso, peleador?
Action from round 6. You see that Andrade is in a right-handed stance. And boy, did that work, because he clearly caught Hernandez off guard with that lead right hand. A couple of soft jabs, actually it wasn't a lead right hand. He feinted with the left, landed the right over the top. That feint seemed to really throw him off, throw Hernandez off. Watch, little fake with the left. You didn't see it there because Hernandez's body blocked it. But I don't remember Andrade fighting right-handed before that very moment.
Back to a left-handed stance here as we start round 7 of a dominant performance by Demetrius Andrade.
Stop. Great clean.
Him switching from southpaw to righty, that might be something he's worked with Virgil Hunter.
Not something we've seen very much of, if at all, in the
I don't
past.
think that's, no.
Well, you want to talk about how we have this fight scored, and I'm quite sure we're going to all be in agreement here.
Shutout.
60-53
with the 10-8 round in the sixth.
I agree.
Nice 3-4 punch combination.
Beautiful, yeah, and then he did an angle off of that.
Yep, he keeps stepping to his right.
That was just about the whole arsenal. Left hand, uppercut, right hand. Swelling under the left eye now of Hernandez.
Hernandez has taken some big shots. In the last 2 or 3 rounds, he's taken some big shots from Demetrius Andrade.
Well, he is what he told us. He's all about heart and eggs.
Watch your heads.
Hard boiled. Going the distance, you can see why Freddy Hernandez wanted to take control of this fight in the second half. It's not happening.
Well, I've got to think this is, if not the best performance as a professional of Demetrius Andrade, certainly considering the level of competition, it's got to be right up there.
I agree, and I think it's a good start, you know, being that he's only been with Virgil Hunter for 7 weeks, and, you know, it's looking good. He's doing everything he's asked in the corner, and he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Step back.
Now, the question, of course, remains, is that future at 154, is that future at 160?
Yeah.
Well, he is, you know, he's a huge junior middleweight, 6'1".
Keep him up.
I think, you know, he can fight anywhere from junior middleweight to middleweight. He's got the size. He's tall. He's lanky.
Sit back.
And credit promoter Joe DeGuardia and matchmaker Ron Katz for picking Hernandez. Clearly a step up, but a guy who walks right to you.
Absolutely.
And that's going to make a good boxer and a fast, rangy boxer like Andrade look very good, and that's exactly what's happened. Right guy, right time. You see that Hernandez just has no answers from a distance.
No, none.
Yeah, every time Hernandez is on the outside, he's lost. He's just like a punching bag. Oh, he made a miss there.
Interesting that Andrade boxed that whole round from a left-handed stance. Early in round 7, combinations, you see it cross, a hook, an uppercut, just about everything there is, all from the southpaw stance. Not a lot of power coming from Andrade from the southpaw stance. There was coming from the right-handed stance.
Okay? Don't even waste your energy trying to wrestle with him. You use yours to patch at him, okay? Tie him up, tell him ain't nothing happening, man. You ain't gonna be able to fight here, okay? And then when you go loose, go back to the jab and pot. You see how easy it is to pot shot him? He cannot take much more of that, okay? Good job. Now do that for him. It could be over, but just be focused on beating him up.
The old professor.
Seconds up.
Virgil Hunter is a thinker, and we all had breakfast with him this morning and just sat around, just kind of chewed the fat about everything.
He's about as hot a trainer. He and Robert Garcia, I'd say, the 2 hottest American trainers. He's got Angulo now. He's got Amir Khan. And Fernando Guerrero coming up.
Watch your heads.
Kareem Mayfield, a lot of fighters. This is a very hot trainer. And of course, Andre Ward, who just had surgery, and we wish him best. And over the last 2 rounds, the show stats tell us Andrade has landed 65% of his power shots. It's a scary number.
Well, it's been a complete performance, I think, for Andrade in this fight. There was a question about the distance. He seems to be handling that very well as we're in round 8. Oh, 4-punch combination right there, and again, it was the whole arsenal. I think Hernandez may be in trouble again.
That's what he needs, more of that. He just stopped Freddy Hernandez on his tracks, and he's got him hurt, but he's not taking advantage.
Andrade switching lefty-righty.
Now he's having fun with him. Look at him. On his toes, giving him angles, fast combinations, holding him.
I've been very critical in the recent past about fighters switching to southpaw when they're righties. In the case of Andrade, I can't be critical of him because he scored a knockdown.
Absolutely, it's been worked just fine for him.
See, as long as he keeps turning him like that and he doesn't straight back up with his hands down. Because when he backs back up with his hands down, he could get caught with an overhand right. Or
might have been a clash of heads there, and it took a look at Hernandez's eye, but it is not cut.
I am shocked that we've gone this far with Hernandez not bleeding. I mean, seeing blood in a Hernandez fight is like seeing blood in a Quentin Tarantino movie. It's sort of assumed, you know?
Yeah. And this is just a question of scorekeeping, really.
I like that southpaw left hand to the stomach, too. That's a nice punch.
Very nice. Changing it up. And that shows experience.
Yeah.
You need that in the professional ranks.
You know, and the other thing, too, that really has to be said is just Tuesday of this week.
Don't push off.
He was 9 pounds, unofficially 9 pounds overweight.
Maybe more than that.
I was just going to say, we've heard rumor of perhaps even more than that.
Yeah, you would have think, you know, I mean, 9 pounds overweight, that's a lot of weight for a fighter to cut down that quick. You would have think he would have been drained and not had any power in his shots, any strength. But look at him, he's been working 8, 9 rounds at a very busy pace. He's still looking good.
Behind the head. Okay.
Muy bien, Freddy. Así, no te preocupes.
Ahí está el saquito de hierro.
Give me the ice. Give me the...
Cierra los ojos.
Close your eyes.
Ok, mi Freddy. Así mismo. Tirando, Freddy.
You got to throw, Freddy. That's all they could tell them in the court. You got to throw. I mean.
No, my Freddy.
Action from round 8. Right hook to the body, beautifully placed. And he wasn't satisfied. Andrade came back with a lead left hand, and he's just overwhelming Freddy Hernandez with shots that Freddy doesn't know where they're coming from anymore.
No, it's been a very dominant performance for Andrade in this fight.
Let's go over there. Let's go. Let's go. Hang on. Let's go.
This is round 9. Told Hernandez you got to throw more punches, but Andrade's just not letting him. Nice right hand again, drives Hernandez backward. Now he looks intent on trying to get his guy out of there.
That's all it's missing, right?
Yeah.
And really, that's what he needs. You know, that will put a big statement on his career. If he could stop him.
He was right there for that left hand combination again. Backs Hernandez up. And Hernandez just kind of shook his head at him. I don't know if that was a look of resignation or what.
Stay off his head. Stop. Stay off his head. Stay off his head.
Hernandez has the will, just not the skill. And there's a lot of blood coming from the bottom lip of Andrade.
That's it. He's just got to keep working them. 3s and 4s, 4s and 5s, and that one big shot, and that's what Hunter wants in the corner. I guarantee if he continues to do that, not wait, just keep busy, the referee will stop the fight. He's looking to stop the fight.
And I'm not too sure Hernandez would disagree.
See, Demetrius is wasting time getting in the inside. But, I mean, you know, it's easily said than done. I mean, he's throwing a lot of punches, too.
Don't hold him.
A lot of busy pace, too.
Hands are free. Right.
Hernandez just no longer looks threatening.
No.
There were moments in the first half of the fight where you said, well, he's getting inside. He's, you know,
like
no
he
more.
wanted it, like he was trying, but now
That right hand just was a little short, catching Hernandez on the way in.
You see Freddy working there, but nothing on those shots.
Freddy's got a lot of heart.
Keep him up. Keep him up.
He's really pushing his punches now, though.
Right.
This fight, in essence, went the exact opposite of the way you might think. Andrade really rallied big time over the second half of the fight.
That's right.
And that's when you would have thought that the veteran Hernandez might have rallied, but
Thought he took a good uppercut. That almost dropped him. And again, Hernandez is in trouble with his back to the rope. Now he fights off the rope.
See, look at the way Demetrius is sitting down on them punches and body shots. 4 of them. He set him up. He ran right into that uppercut, and Freddy's still standing up.
action from round 9. Oh boy, Raul said it perfectly. He walked right into that punch. Right uppercut.
Eche todo el agua. Excuse me.
Think he gonna get out of this. But when you hurt him, come behind the quick
Touch
jab
gloves,
and just
last
place the
round,
shot.
couple of squanches.
And don't take but one body shot at the right spot, okay? When you don't want to work, tie him up.
There's not even bleeding.
When you finish working, stay under your feet, move behind the jab.
Touch gloves.
10th and final round of a dominant performance by Demetrius Andrade. Starts with an uppercut.
Oh.
I'll tell you, those are very accurate punches.
And we're in the 10th round. I mean, he's fighting like he is in the first round. Actually better because he's sitting down on his punches, he's showing power. He's carrying his power all the way through. Look at that.
Harvey Dock taking a very close look here. I don't think he'll let this go too far.
Show me something. There we go.
Hernandez still trying to fight.
Step back, step back, step back.
But he is getting busted up.
Stop! Don't hit him behind the head.
Barry, I think I understand why you haven't asked us what our scorecards say.
Yeah. I think we all are in agreement. And in fact, it's one of those fights where you couldn't even make a case for Hernandez winning any round.
No.
No, it's been a completely blowout here for the young Demetrius Andrade.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Demetrius Andrade will answer a lot of the skeptics
Watch your
tonight.
heads. Keep him in front.
You know, if he could carry this kind of speed into the middleweight division, I think he still could be a factor, even though he's not a big bomber.
Yeah, at middleweight, I think he'll have trouble stopping guys. But if he can, and I don't know if he can, only he knows why he was a 160 plus 3 days ago. If he can, he should continue to fight in the junior middleweight division. He could get a fight with the WBO champ by Singora. This is sort of an eliminator. He would jump to #1. So he'd be a mandatory for a title based on this alone.
And then, you know, he could become champion, and the junior middleweight division is a hot division.
Yeah, it is.
You got Saul Canelo Alvarez, big name, and Mayweather. You still got Cotto there, Austin Trout. A lot of fights that could be made.
Austin Trout.
Step back. Step back.
El Perro Angulo.
Yeah. So this one is just about over, and it is over. And Demetrius Andrade doing everything he had to do, in my opinion.
Well, it was a shutout. He scored a knockdown. He fought on his terms, and he showed us the same skill set that he showed us against inferior opposition. Tonight, he just did it against a little better fighter, a little tougher guy, but clearly a guy that was made for him in essence, because he came forward and took a lot of punishment and made Andrade look very good.
Well, and I think it's going to be interesting to see where this marriage with he and Virgil Hunter goes. You can see Virgil just saying we did what you had to do, and I think that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as a trainer, you know, and as a fighter, I think they're both going to be very happy with each other. They're going to go back, and you know, that's what makes you better. Go back and sit down, look at the tape, learn, see what mistakes you made, and just rise, keep rising to the top.
This is round 6. And you notice immediately that Andrade, who lands that right from the side, sort of an overhand right, was fighting right-handed. He did it for very few moments in this fight. And I wonder why he didn't go back to it, given the success he had with that right hand. But he really didn't fight righty again, maybe for another few seconds in the entire fight. And I think he just caught Freddy Hernandez by surprise by being right-handed, throwing that right lead. And this is round 10. Combination punch from Andrade. Nobody's going to question his hand speed. And with the range he has, he can throw a lot of punches and do the damage of a combination puncher from a distance where he can hit you and you can't hit him.
So still, you know, a work in progress, but certainly a work in progress that has come a long way, taken a quantum leap, I think, tonight. And now it's all there for him down the road.
Yeah, and you want to see
That's where you keep it.
you want to see what the next big test will be, because obviously when he passes a big test, you want to see him pass a bigger test.
That's right. That's right. And you hope that his management team will now see that, because there has been, and we started this show by talking about a lot of criticism of his being moved too slowly. Let's take a look at the final numbers, Steve.
Well, Hernandez, as you can see, it can be very difficult to land a jab against the lefty, and Hernandez 6 of 73 over 10 rounds. Not too good. He landed his share of punches, Hernandez. He also threw almost 600 punches in the fight, but 43% total connect rate for Andrade. And that was really the difference, along with the knockdown. He won every round, even the rounds that Hernandez was somewhat successful. Andrade outfought him and outpunched him.
Yeah, I think so too, and all three of us had him winning every round. Now it'll be interesting to see how the judges saw it. Although
Don't say that, Barrett. Stop it.
I cannot imagine anybody giving Hernandez a single round.
100 to 89.
David Diamante is going to tell us.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here at the Paramount, we go to the judges' score totals. Waleska Rodan, John Potere, and Steve Weisfeld all score this bout 100 to 89, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Demetrius, the Southpaw Andrade.